I think in a privileged environment, the spotlight is often on me.
One of the challenges with schools such as Hilton College is that they are very privileged spaces. How do we create the opportunities to rise above that?
The priority for me as a teacher, as an educator, and what we do at Hilton College is really to create empathy in our young men.
Sport elicits such passion in the boys. We believe in the values that sports bring, how young men can really grow up and to be young men of valor and young men of honor.
The idea of Trials came about with one of my best mates, John Kruger, who's a teacher at Selborne College. We've done a lot of streaming over the years in terms of changing the world, and he started it with his rugby team and he challenged me to do it with mine.
The whole initiative is for every try we score, we donate the pledged amount of money pledged by each boy to an orphanage called Thandi House.
The most important thing to most of these boys is sport, especially rugby. What we thought about was merging the two. If they could play for a purpose and change lives, that would make the biggest impact of all.
Finding those things that get them able to think beyond themselves in quite a concrete fashion are integral in terms of getting the boys to a space later in life where maybe they're able to deal with more abstract issues. Some of our professional sportsmen around the world do a lot of good work. Where do they start that thinking?
I said let's do a bit of pre-season with the team. They all thought, so we're going to Shaka to have a bit of fun there. Took them to Thandi House, hopped out the car and their eyes were massive.
We were working with the different police stations at a time when there were so many dead babies found, gutters, rubbish bins, black bags on the dump. During this time, a child was found alive. Sorry.
She was just born, left in a black bag, put on the side of the road for the truck to come and take. And someone saw the bag moving. She was very ill.
She was the hope.
Yeah, we decided to call it Thandi House after.
Everything that was on her medical record turned out to be she was actually starving in the hospital. From the time she came here, she's totally thrived into an amazing girl. She always speaks to other kids about how she was born in our heart.
Kind of came out of the blue. Mr. Kingsley contacted me via email and he showed us an idea from another school. And he said, is this not something that can be done for Thandi House?
So we really challenged the boys when we were there to choose a specific child that they would play for the season and write it on their arm or whatever it is and develop a relationship. One of the really big props, he tapped me on the shoulder and he said, sir, really, I'd love to give one of the boys who can't walk a new wheelchair. Can I play for him?
We took Baby J, he was in a wheelchair, and Liam just went straight to Baby J and sat with him for over an hour. His parents came to us and said, you know, that this boy is just totally fallen in love with Baby J.
Two of the girls did a ballet recital and the boys made an effort to be there. It's that type of goodness and relationship that has come out of this.
Last year's season will definitely be remembered for completely different reasons to any seasons before. A try now meant so much more, it meant changing lives. So I think this is really different from any other form of charity because we're actually going and seeing the girls and seeing where they live. You're actually there and you're seeing it firsthand. It's really different from imagining it.
I think in this case what has lifted the initiative is the interaction with the children themselves and actually spending some time with that individual. I think that has changed the way they view what they do.
Extrinsic motivation is generally the medals and the accolades. Intrinsic motivation is an internal desire to want to make a difference, to play for purpose. And what we've discovered is that intrinsic motivation is the best form of motivation.
The biggest change is probably just an awareness and a level of empathy.
Knowing that each try makes a difference, it's just elevated their play, their commitment, the dedication and the passion for the game.
That purpose gave them the heightened awareness, it gives a heightened level of teamwork. And with all of that comes a better performance on the field, which leads to more tries, which leads to more funds being raised for the cause.
The dream for it is to take it to schools across the country, the world even. We needn't be ashamed of our privilege, but rather do something with our privilege. The parents' involvement, their support was absolutely amazing. The parents pledged a certain amount, whether it was 10 Rand or 250 Rand a try. The headmaster, he also pledged money, even business.
For us, it's been an amazing thing. Support for charities is greatly needed. Charities are closing all over the country.
And they're going to be the ones that are going to keep charities going in the future.
Hopefully all the teams at Hilton College and other schools could be doing this and playing for an organisation that's close to their heart, that they can develop a relationship with.